Well, it's Christmas Eve 2024, and it's time to make some Christmassy snacks. So I thought I'd share something that's kind of fun. The question that we get always is, hey, what do you do with all that fish that you catch? Well, we barbecue some of it, probably not as much as we should, but I smoke a lot of it. We make salmon and chips, fish and chips, whatever. But one of the really fun things to do is make things out of smoked salmon. So I love smoking the fish, especially the Chinook. It's just the right thickness and oils and stuff. It's just absolutely delicious, and it makes great dips and all kinds of different things. And today we're going to do a smoked salmon cheese ball. So down here I have all of the ingredients laid out. Of course, we've got our 2024 Puget Sound and Pacific Ocean caught smoked Chinook salmon. From the looks of it, I bet that this is a fish from Jeff Head. So, and this is about 4 ounces, so we need about 4 ounces of fish. And then we've got a bunch of green onions, about 1/3 of a red onion, and then I've got about half of a can of the water chestnuts, and I like that because it gives it a crunch. I'm going to chop those up really fine. And then we're going to have a 1/4 teaspoon of granulated garlic, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and then I'm going to put a teaspoon of this onion seasoning that we get. The brand is Tastefully Simple, and it's just awesome. I don't even know where we found that, but for some reason it is super tasty. So we're going to put some of that in it, and then maybe about a 1/2 tablespoon. I don't like going real heavy on the lemon juice. It's just not really my thing. So usually people would put like a full tablespoon of the lemon juice in there, and I'm gonna go about half. A splash of Worcestershire sauce, and then about a pound of cream cheese. So I've got 2 8-ounce bricks. They've been sitting out a while, so they're room temp, and they will be able to mix up pretty well. If they're really cold, then it becomes just a big glob in the Kitchenaid. So I'm just gonna go ahead, prep these ingredients, and get them into the bowl, and then we'll mix them, and we'll form a cheese ball, and then we will crust the cheese ball in chopped walnuts and chopped pecans. And so what I'll do is I'll take these, and I don't want to too finely chop them. I want them to be somewhat coarse, but smaller than they are what comes in the chopped bags. So I'm going to take some of those out and chop them further, but not like down to a sand. So anyway, I guess I'll get going. And I am going to cheat with the red onion by getting out our trusty Xylus chopper. It just makes things a lot easier. And we are going to chop the red onion pretty fine. Not too fine, but somewhat fine. I'm not going to go after it crazy. Just about like that. As you can tell, this recipe is pretty onion heavy, but so it's almost like an onion dip-ish dip, but as a really thick cream cheese based cheese ball. So it's almost like onion dip as a cheese ball. Okay. All right, now I've got my water chestnuts. Chop them, not too finely either. Perfect. Okay. And then our green onion, we don't want to chop that super fine, but I am going to go pretty thin on the green onion. So, and I'm going to take some of this white stalk on the end off. And that's really strong, and so we're just going to go after the upper portion. Green onion, like that. Make a mess all over. That's alright, that's half the fun of it. Alright, so green onion. And let's see here. We are going to open our salmon here. And we are going to use a fork on this piece and making sure that we don't have any bones in there. Sometimes I miss these when I pin them out. So I'm just going to break this in half and get rid of the skin. Man, it smells awesome. It smells like a smoker. It smells like apple and alder wood. So I'm just going to fork, chunk this smoked salmon up like so, and the mixer will do the rest. I'm gonna eat that part. There. Really good. Okay, so far I haven't seen any bones. I'm pretty meticulous about this one when I'm prepping it for smoke. So, like I've told you guys before, I can't stand pin bones. I don't know if I got one caught in my throat when I was a kid or something like that. I don't know, but it's kind of like almost a phobia for me. Alright, want to try a piece? Katie gets to try some too. Okay. Alright. Now all of that smoked salmon is going to go into the bowl. Easy process. All right, now we're on to our cream cheese. All right, we've got all of the chopped ingredients and now the cream cheese in the bowl. Well, not the nuts yet, they're gonna go on the outside. We're just gonna do a splash of Worcestershire. And we are going to do maybe about half of a tablespoon of the lemon juice. So, and everything else is going to get a quarter of a tablespoon. And that is, of course, black pepper. Okay, a little bit of granulated garlic. And I'm just going to eyeball this onion because it's awesome. that's it. The next part we will go to is the mixing. So the mixing part is going to take just a little bit. I know it looks really clumpy right now, but it's going to all break down and integrate itself into the cream cheese. Just takes a few minutes to do that. You don't want the setting on it too high or too low. Okay, so I'm going to unlock this, and I am going to kind of take that big clump off of the mixer. Put that right down here. So now that it's all mixed together better, now I can turn it up and really get it to integrate to itself. All right, didn't take long at all. And now we have our mixture for our cheese ball. I'm just going to clean this off, get all of that yummy goodness off of the beater there. And we'll start to work together our cheese ball here in just a few minutes. As you can see, that's what we're working with. Okay, so the last thing to do is chop the pecans and the walnuts. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to use some of both today. We'll just go for the whole pack. Why not? All right, and so I'm just going to chop these up, but not too fine. Just nice and slow. I don't want too small pieces. I don't want too big of pieces. I definitely don't want full pieces of walnut and pecan. I'm definitely not going to use my little cheater on this because I don't want them to be really small and have like a sandy or granule looking texture for the outside of my cheese ball. I want it to kind of look like the nuts. Okay, so I've got them chopped in into a consistency that I like. Some of these pieces are still pretty big. Do there a second time. But for the most part, we're looking okay. Alright. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are going to spread the pecans out on our cutting board here. And I need to make sure that I have enough for the top and the sides, and so because we're going to put that cheese ball right here in the middle, this is going to be for the bottom, and then we'll kind of just coat it by hand. Okay, so I've got my mixture here, already kind of in the shape of a ball. I am going to shape it the rest of the way, try to make it look cool with my hands. I've got my mixture here. I made one the other day that was like a double batch for a party, and it looked like an alien head or something, so I'm trying to make this one a little bit more round. So people will make fun of me. Not really. I have like one side that's a little bit flat, and the rest of it's kind of like a little sourdough loaf or something like that, I would say. I'm just going to put that down right there. Take these gloves off. And I'm going to just start coating and pushing. And at that point, find your favorite holiday serving platter and carefully pick up your salmon ball. Carefully, this is always the hard part. See a bunch left there, so I'm gonna put a little bit more on here. And there is the finished product. So we're gonna line this plate with crackers or bagel crisps or veggies or whatever your favorite dipper is. And then we're gonna go for it. But I'm gonna put this in the fridge, cool it down. Make sure when you put it in the fridge to cover it so the outside of the cream cheese doesn't get hard. But this will be ready to eat in a few hours. So anyway, thank you for coming along with us on our adventures this year. We really appreciate it. We have fun. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in 2025. Merry Christmas.